Always have something to say. The man who has something to say, and who is known never to speak unless he has, is sure to be listened to. Once I did bad, and that I heard ever. Twice I did good, but that I heard never. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. If you want to keep happiness, you have to share it. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Criticism is dangerous because it wounds a person's precious pride, hurt his sense of importance, and arouse resentment. Any fool can criticize, complain, and condemn, and most fools do, but it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Our fatigue is often caused not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. When dealing with people, let us remember we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with creatures of emotion, creatures bristling with prejudices and motivated by pride and vanity. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward, sometimes to death, but always to victory. Feeling sorry for yourself and your present condition is not only a waste of energy, but the worst habit you could possibly have. If you believe in what you are doing, then let nothing hold you up in your work. Much of the best work in the world has been done against seeming impossibilities. When fate hands you lemons, make lemonade. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flattered you. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Knowledge isn't power until it is applied. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Our thoughts make us what we are. Nobody is so miserable as he who longs to be somebody and something other than the person he is in body and mind. Today is our most precious possession. It is our only sure possession. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. It isn't what you have, or who you are, or where you are, or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon, instead of enjoying the roses blooming outside our windows today. The expression one wears on one's face is far more important than the clothes one wears on one's back. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. If you are not in the process of becoming the person you want to be, you are automatically engaged in becoming the person you don't want to be. Even God doesn't propose to judge a man till this last days. Why should you and I? Let's not allow ourselves to be upset by small things we should despise and forget. Remember, life is too short to be little. It isn't what you have, or who you are, or where you are, or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, "I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you." Talk to someone about themselves, and they'll listen for hours. Everybody in the world is seeking happiness, and there is one sure way to find it. That is by controlling your thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on outward conditions. It depends on inner conditions. When we hate our enemies, we are giving them power over us. Power over our sleep, our appetites, our blood pressure, our health, and our happiness. The best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm, on doing today's work superbly today. That is the only possible way you can prepare for the future. Nothing can bring you peace but yourself. Two men looked out from prison bars. One saw the mud, the other saw stars. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. First ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? Then prepare to accept it. Then proceed to improve on the worst. You are going to survive, and good things are going to start to happen again. And one day you are going to look back, and this will not even be such a bad thing. If you can't sleep, then get up and do something instead of lying there and worrying. It's the worry that gets you, not the loss of sleep. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. To be interesting, be interested. You can't win an argument. You can't, because if you lose it, you lose it. And if you win it, you lose it. Flattery is telling the other person precisely what he thinks about himself. Names are the sweetest and most important sound in any language. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him to find it within himself. By fighting you never get enough, but by yielding you get more than you expected.